Hello guys, and welcome to another Arrow of Chaos video. Guys, today we are talking about heroes. And I realized that I did two, I believe, or three videos on the best heroes in Arrow of Chaos. But a lot of things change in this game. Things are not static, and certain types of videos should be remade every 5 or 6 months so that we can make sure that you are up to date. Now, the first thing I want to mention is that the value of heroes dropped significantly after we got so many new characters, to the extent that currently heroes, I would say that they're important, but they're not that important. If I was making this video, let's say 1 year ago, by the way, I made a video on this topic 1 year ago, it was really different. But anyways, if I was making this video, I would tell you that characters are really important. Characters such as Astro, such as Dragon Muteer, characters that are widely used almost everywhere. They are extremely important. If you have those heroes, you have huge advantage over free-to-play players who don't have them. Now, this is no longer the case. Don't get me wrong, pay-to-win heroes are still strong, but they are not like, let's say, win condition. You can win without having a paid hero. With that said, still, this video will be focusing on the heroes that you better not buy. So, based of course on the things that are happening and the things I'm noticing in the meta currently. So, and of course, I'll be focusing mainly on a pay-to-win hero. The first hero I want to talk about is Zeron, and I have Zeron, who is my second hero, and the thing I want to talk about Zeron is pretty straightforward. If you don't want to play Inferno, Zeron is not really useful at all. If you don't want to invest in your Inferno, Zeron will not be useful at all. There are certain paid heroes that can work in multiple formations. They can work with multiple heroes, such as Dragon Muteer, for example. But Zeron is really straightforward. If you don't have a Devil, or let's say if you don't want to invest heavily in Devil, then Zeron won't be really a good choice for you. Apart from that, he's not really great for defense, and he's kind of chance-based. It all depends on actually where your Devil is going to jump. If the Devil jumps on Devil, really bad. If the Devil jumps on a tank, really bad. If the Devil jumps on a backline, it really depends whether the enemy hero has Dragon Golem and Judicator. Even with 6-star weapon, Zeron is going to be kind of weak if you're relying only on Devil. This is probably my biggest mistake currently. On my Zeron formation, I'm relying mainly on my Devil, and despite the fact that I have the strongest Devil on the server, I still cannot beat, for example, Astro, who has Dragon Golem and Judicator. It's really difficult, and the reason for that lies in the fact that I don't have a second damage dealer who is, let's say, a commander, or let's say a champion. For example, if I have a Dark Elemental 6 stars, probably Zeron would be much stronger. And this is my main point. The game is now all about units, it's not about heroes. But still, you just have to be advised about Zeron. He's extremely risky. If you want to go Zeron, you have to make sure that your Devil is really strong. And of course, you cannot really do it only with Devil. Quite honestly, I've seen people doing it despite having only Devil in the formation. When I say only, of course, they have other units, but they don't have, let's say, 1 or 2 commanders or 1 or 2 6-star champions. They have Venom Spawn and the Devil, and they can still do it. For me, it's not really that easy, unless you're probably the strongest Kraken in the server. Probably it will work, but in the general case, it won't work that much. Apart from that, Zeron is really fun to play, but he's probably the least versatile hero of all I'm going to witness, so bear that in mind if you decide to go with Zeron. The next hero I wanna talk about is CL. I've seen just one CL. I've played the game for 1.5 years, and I've just seen one CL in all servers being played competitively. And yeah, in my opinion, she's probably the weakest faction leader. She might be fun to play, but like nobody uses her. Like literally nobody uses her. Another hero that you should not consider buying eventually is Sandro, despite the fact that Sandro is currently strong. But I have no clue what's going to happen with this hero in the future. And Sandro again is a hero that requires a specific build. You cannot just put tons of non-Necropolis units in Sandro. You need to have certain units. So There was a time when Sandro was literally the most overpowered thing in any server for about 5 or 6 months. Then Sandro disappeared from the game. Nobody used him. Now with Dark Black Knight and the new commander Grim Reaper, or whatever his name was, Sandro is back in the game. He's really, really strong. However, for how long? I don't know. Probably not much longer, because there are so many champions to be released in the game. But if you want to go Necro, a lot of players are saying that Lord Hard is actually better. I don't know that, but I've heard people talking about it, so probably this is the case. Another hero that you might consider is Ezio. Now, Ezio is really, really good for Adjutant if you have the Assassin. Basically, this guy makes difference. Whether, let's say, I'm stuck in battle 125 in Endless Inferno, or whether I go to all the way up to 135. For such battles, for PvE and for PvP, Ezio as an adjutant is really, really good. Apart from that, I've never seen anyone using Ezio as his or her main hero. I have never ever seen that, but you have to consider Ezio as a really, really good adjutant. So apart from that, there are other pay-to-win heroes that are pretty decent. For example, the first one is Gem. Gem currently is really strong. Even though she heavily relies on Rampart units, but currently I'm using some kind of a hybrid Gem formation when I use 4 Rampart units and 4 non-Rampart units, and it still works. Roland is again pretty decent, and you can use a lot of versatile units. Of course, he has certain core units that should be there, but even without him, he can be pretty fun to play. Astro is a meta hero, really good. Unfortunately, very, very expensive build. So if you want to play Astro, make sure not to play Dragon Muter. I literally have seen 2 or 3 players who have really strong Astro and really strong Dragon Muter, and I have no clue how much they have invested in that. The thing is, Dragon Muter requires a lot of SSRs, a lot of SR+, so huge investment. Astro requires the same, though. If we have to compare the two, I would say Dragon Muter is more versatile. Of course, she requires specific key units, but in the general, you can use almost any unit in Dragon Muter formation, then just do a massive stun to the whole enemy team and just destroy them. So she's kind of a really strange hero. Really, really strange. That's the best I can describe her. I've seen a lot of competitive Cassambells, so she's kind of okay as well, even though I cannot tell a lot. I know she's tough, and Kilgore also pretty good. Nothing amazing, but pretty good. And basically that's it. Tazar, I don't know what to say about him. A lot of players say that he's very, very weak at the moment. I cannot say anything because I don't really play him competitively. But the thing that I already said stays, guys. You have to just pick one pay-to-win hero that serves your strategy the best, if you're VIP 9, for example, but please bear in mind that this is not the most important thing in the game at the moment. The most important thing in the game is the units. Currently, for example, you have a neutral champion coming in 10 days, so that's pretty cool, and I bet he's going to change the game, because every single commander is extremely, and I mean extremely overpowered at 6 stars. I still remember when I was dueling the strongest Astro in the server back in the days when the Dragon Golem was released. He has, look, you see, some good 2 million power over me. Back then he even had 3 million power over me. He had better artifacts, better, for example, I had Naga 3-star awaken, Angel 3-star awaken, he had Naga 5 stars awaken, Angel 5 stars awaken, so on and so forth. He had so many advantages over me. And I still remember I woke up first and I maxed out the Dragon Golem, and I absolutely wiped the floor with his hero, and the previous day I couldn't do anything. I was just dying, and this is the difference that only one unit makes. So this is the main reason why I'm telling you that the hero, I'm once again not saying it's not important. It is important, but not that important compared to how important he used to be back in the days. Currently, the game is all about the units, so make sure to have the best units, and the heroes come with secondary importance. Alright guys, this is going to be all for me for today. See you next time. Take care and stay safe.
Perfect.